Don't these walls look really sad and empty in the morning now without anything on them? It makes the place look bigger though. Good morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today we are heading off to work. Today's going to be a pretty long day. I'm running a bit late, but I'll probably be able to, in fact I might even try my little my attempt to get on a earlier bus even though I leave at this time trick. Like kind of cut the corner out of the bus route and walk a bit. Should I try it? Don't see why not. I mean, like, I've got nothing to lose. If anything, I'd just get on the same bus again. Should I just deal with it? You see, there's things like the number 2 swings pretty near to my stop, and that gets there quicker as well. Problem is my bus just wiggles around a bit, but anyway, it's by the by. Last night I got everything rendered, took everything down, got everything packed as much as I possibly can do, finished everything off in the morning, which is why I'm running a bit late. Got my toiletries away, chargers away, got my camera charger and my phone charger, they're the 2 things that matter. My laptop charger as well, because I put that in yesterday. I'm a bit out of breath. Otherwise, been getting ready this morning, and then I made a big change to my life. I ordered my new camera, which meant I drop in like £500 out of my accounts, which is cool. But I've seen this deal online, £500 for a Canon 700D with the 18mm to 55mm and the 55mm to 250mm image stabilization lenses. So to clarify, the first one of those 2 lenses is, well, to be fair, the kit lens. So is actually, when you buy it with the camera, it's basically cheap, it's basically free. I think it works out like £1 more expensive to buy it with a lens, because it's the kit lens, it's made with it. But if you bought it separately, if you bought like body only and then bought the lens, it would be like £80. The other the other lens, is about £150 to £200, depending on where you go, mainly Amazon. But depending on the seller on Amazon anyway. I've got some on my shoe, where my odds is today. But yeah, so that's about, basically you're talking £200+ worth of lens plus a camera which is supposed to cost about £500 for £500, and I'm like, this is too good a deal. I saw it about a week ago and I'm like, oh, it's coming up to Black Friday though, so I might wait, and then it disappeared. The deal didn't exist anymore, and I panicked and I'm like, no way. Checked around, Amazon was higher than it was when I first started looking. Looked at places like Currys and Jessop's. It actually came to the point where Currys was the cheapest option to go to. But then it checked this morning and this camera deal was back up, and I'm like, I don't have the balls to not order this. I mean, like, part of me wants like the 50mm f1.6 lens, because f1.6 is beautiful. Having an f-stop that low. The f-stops on the lenses that are coming are about 3.5, which I think is slightly lower than my camera now, and basically the lower the better. But because it's a better camera, it does a better job with those lower numbers, even though they're not quite as low, or even though they're not like super low. It makes it seem super low because it's a better camera, and I'm well excited. Basically, I'm literally buzzing. I've ordered it to home, so it's going to Nottingham. So we'll see when it gets there. That's when I'll use it. I'll use it when I go back for Christmas and stuff. I'll probably do a video where I compare the 2. It's about time I upgraded my main channel camera. It has existed for about 5 years now. It's about 5 years old, which is mental, really, that it's lasted me that long. Well, it's not. It should last me that long, but I bought it a long time ago, before I even had a job. Saved up for it for about half a year, bought it, then instantly had a job, and then could afford it after 1 month's salary, and then kicked myself from that point onwards, because if I'd have just waited that 1 extra month, I'd have been able to either buy this camera that I'm currently getting, or an older version of it, or a better version of the one I had, which would already have things like 1080p, a flip out screen, manual controls and all that. So the advantages are mental. Specifically 1080p and manual video control, they're the best things about it. Oh, and better image processing. But then the next best thing is cheap lenses. Like lenses for my old camera were, you're talking like £500 minimum, whereas I can get lenses for about £120 now with my Canon, because it's a Canon, and loads of people make lenses for Canons and not many make them for a weird fraction of the Lumix market. Oh, and if they do, the chances are it's incompatible, because my camera was like one of the first of the Micro Four Thirds era when lenses weren't very common. But obviously I just looked at like the stats and stuff. I didn't know anything about lenses or anything like that when I bought it. So now looking back, I should have just got a full, like a proper camera. But yeah, because it was so old and a weird new technology, they hadn't nailed down the lens standard, so only a few lenses are actually compatible with it. But yeah, so we're going to a Canon 700D. I'll probably do a comparison video on the main channel, just because that's an easy video to make. I can't decide whether to sell the Lumix. I mean, it's a really good camera, so for that reason, should I use it as my backup main channel camera, or like the second camera if I ever need two cameras for any reason, or is that just silly? Or am I best off selling it? Because I could sell it for like, I imagine I'd be able to sell it for like £100. I think that's what they go for on eBay or whatever. Still, I think. I don't know. I don't look. But anyway, apart from that, that's going. Yeah, like I said, that's going home, so I won't be able to use it for about a month, which is really, really sad. But I'm well excited, so that'll be enough for me. It means the main channel will only have, well, the video that's going to go up this Sunday, and then one other video with the main channel camera, and then it'll be moving over to the Canon, or at least the Canon and the Lumix, and then it will go back just a solid Canon, which is exciting, I guess, and about time we did that upgrade. So yeah, that's the plan there. Otherwise though, what's going on? I'm gonna work. It's my last day today. It's basically a is that my bus? No. It's basically a Friday for me, because when I leave work I'm hopping on a train and I'm going to Leeds to go see Laura, which is exciting. I don't get there till like, well, basically midnight, but it's worth it. And that's the reason I'm running late today, because I've got to get all my bags and stuff, get them all ready. There's only a couple of things in this bag that I need. I'm not taking this bag, I'm taking my two other bags, my laptop bag and my thingy bag. But in here I think I need my Nexus and Kindle, and that's about it. So I'm well excited. It's just first we're going to go to work, and work is going to be a busy day because we've got to get this thing ticked off and finished today, and finished well. And I've now wrapped my head around it. It confused me when I left work yesterday, but I've wrapped my head around it now. I've had a night away and I'm ready to rock and roll. Right, we're taking a bit of a gamble. What I've noticed is the bus will come down this road here, and then it goes off that way and just messes about in some bloody housing estate where there's a load of schools and stuff, and it takes forever to get out of it. So what I'm thinking is, since it's just going to end up over here, like literally, well, it's probably too far for you to see, but it's like a what, 5-minute walk down here, possibly 15-20 minute bus ride around there. Like, to be over there at 8:10 is bloody good going. But I reckon, because if I was on that bus there, I'd get to work for about 1:45. I think I can jump on a bus further up. I think I can overtake that bus, catch one that would have gone earlier, and if not, then I can get a number 2, which is even quicker. So I'm trying to, Google says that that way is slower, but no, Google doesn't come up with this option when you Google Maps it. But I imagine what it will do is it will just get you on a bus that gets there, and then just assume that's the fastest route, whereas it doesn't consider that something like this might be possible, and I think it will be. So I'm going to try it for YOLO swag points. I mean, like, the worst thing that happens is I get back on the bus I just got off. That's the worst case scenario here. So, well, assuming it doesn't beat me there, but I can almost guarantee that won't happen. I'm kind of hoping for a 2, because 2s are even faster than 76s, but according to the bus timetable, 76s are more frequent. So we shall see, won't we? The worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to be embarrassing, because I'll just get on the same bus again. But who cares? Yeah, today at work, like I say, I've got some stuff to do. I've got to get it done as quick as possible, basically. So it's going to be very much turn up, get in the zone. I mean, I normally turn my computer off. Not many people do turn their computers off, but I normally do. Usually because it takes, because of what we're doing, we don't need things like the virtual machine running. We don't need things like different like some things, like if you're working in a certain solution, it takes about half an hour for it to load. So it's obviously easier just to put it into sleep mode overnight or something, or lock it overnight and then reboot it in the morning. But I purposely left my computer on last night so that I could come in and just go, right, let's do it, instead of having my 15-minute catching up on emails and all that kind of crap. Oh, there's a bus there, that's at 76. So this walk has definitely taken me less time than it would to do that walk around there, so we shall see. I'm basically gambling here on there being more than 2 buses in that portion, in that part there. There isn't going to be a 2 in the foreseeable future, unfortunately. But did we bunny hop my bus and onto another bus? Because if we did, we could possibly get there for 1/2 past. If we didn't, I don't know whether I'm imagining how much longer it takes to go round that part or not. That's the thing. Like, is it just in my head that it takes 8 hours to go around that bit, or does it legitimately take a real long time? God damn, I don't know. I just don't know. Right, this next bus is either my bus, in which case I lose nothing except energy walking here, or the bus 10 minutes in front. And 10 minutes makes all the bloody difference. That's like I could build up half an hour flexi instead. Hello. Yeah, it didn't work out in the end, unfortunately. Just got on the same bus again, which is a bit awkward. Here now, and the bus was, to be fair, a fast bus today. It got here in about, well, it's 1/2 past, and I was expecting to get here for 1/4 on that bus, so it's done a good job. It's done good. I'll let it off. Right. Right then, guys. So I left at 4:30 this evening. Normally takes between half an hour and 45 minutes, depending on the traffic, to get here. Right. So left at 4:30, expecting to get here for about 5:15 at the latest. And when I leave at 4:15, that's usually what time I get here, right? Another side bit of information. It takes me, well, it would take me, I've never done it, according to Google Maps, it would take me 1 hour and 15 minutes to walk to work. It's a long way. It's a long bloody way, right? According to Google Maps. So, how long do you reckon it took me on the bus today? Using those 2 small facts to figure it out. About an hour and a half. I was sat at the bus stop outside of work waiting for a bus that arrives every 10 minutes, by the way. I was sat waiting for 40 minutes before not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the fuckers just rocked up at the same time. You're taking the piss, son. So now I am really rushed. I won't have time to have any food when I get in, because I need to rock out and go to the station. Well, I've got basically half an hour at home. I think my train's at 7:30. I'm going to check when I get in. But what I'm thinking then now is I'm going to have to bus into town with all my stuff and then go to like Burger King or something. I would buy a sandwich or like a lunch meal deal from Sainsbury's or something, but I've had a sandwich for lunch. I don't want another one, so I might have a burger instead. I haven't had a KFC or anything like that in a long ass time, although I do feel guilty about doing it because it's obviously horrendous. Anyway, work was pretty good. I've actually learned something about myself today, which is good. It's what placements are all about, I guess. I was working on the old postal address reformatter thing, and you'll be amazed how fucking complicated that thing is. It is ridiculously complicated. That's the answer there. I'll let you know. It's not very much fun at all. So we're working through it, and I got to a part where we're like, because we'd essentially stripped everything out and moved it into a different area yesterday, I was then putting everything back into it today to get to where we were, and I got to the point where I was applying the rules, and applying the rules to format like all of the things in the string was hard. It was hard work, and me and Ben had like a good half-hour discussion on how we were going to do it, and we had like 7 different options to roll with. We were both kind of thinking off the top of our heads, so he didn't really have like the perfect solution in his head sorted out yet, and he kind of pitched however many to me, and he was like, look, why don't you think about it and then like go off to lunch and stuff, then when you come back do like the option that you want to do. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. That's normally the best thing you do if you can't decide on something. You go away, can't leave it for a bit and thinking. So I'm like, right, well, I'm going to carry on doing it this way, I think, and then do this. It shouldn't be too difficult because it's just this, da da da. Get down it. Realise that it's like literally I've devoted like 2 to 3 hours on doing this now. Realise that it's not going to work out very nicely. But it worked, but it did not work nicely at all. It was a hideous piece of code. But functionally, it existed and it was good. And I was like, Ben, this is horrendous. He goes, right, do you want to know what I think the best way would have been? And then he like went through the best way, and it wasn't as bad either, because he was sat there and he basically just let me try and then explained to me the advantages of going the other way, which was really good actually. It was hats off to him for doing it that way instead of doing it a different way and just like taking over or whatever. Even though we lost basically half a day because of it, but that's the whole idea. It's a learning curve. And he went through the way, and I'm like, that makes sense. And the problem is, and this problem doesn't apply to the change we made the other day, because fundamentally they are still identical. The problem is, I am not object orientated enough. Like, fundamentally in my own head, I need to think about objects a lot more, because there's still part of me that's like, well, you can do that without an object, so you may as well. No, basically the rule is put as many objects as you possibly can everywhere and link them all. Because normally it's like a method is supposed to do one thing. No, it's not. An object is supposed to do one thing and have 1 or 2 methods. As soon as it's got more than 1 or 2 methods in, or more than 1 public method in, it needs to be a new object, basically, as far as I've learned, which is crazy. And it's something I'm gonna have to learn, gonna have to get used to. 7:30 it is. Half an hour is not long enough to eat. Well, I want to be leaving. I don't want to leave at 7 because the buses are horrendous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time it so I can leave and catch the bus there as close to 7:30 as I possibly can. I'm going to set up everything in here so it's all ready to rock, like I'm ready to go basically. So things like lights off, power off, etc. Things that I don't need are off. And then, like, I don't know. I'm just going to organise this, and then I'm going to go out to town. I'll go to Burger King and go get a burger and eat a burger for dinner instead of a sandwich or something. Right. Let's check Atlas, make sure nothing's going on in the world. I want to take my notepad actually with me. I need a new notepad. I might have to acquire one from somewhere. 1 minute away, apparently. Ooh, and there it is, beautiful. Ooh. I haven't actually been to town since they put all the decorations up properly. So this is interesting. Just had a Burger King for dinner. Feel bad, but it was nice. Ate it really quick as well, so I'm probably going to die of indigestion later. Oh, but that's only because I'm a stress bunny. I'm now going to get there like 15 minutes early. Could have just ate it slower. But yeah, had a vanilla, Coca-Cola vanilla as well. That doesn't taste anything like how I remember. Apparently there's something called, you know when you're like walking and a cyclist comes up behind you. I hate cyclists for the reason that you don't know what they're going to do. You can't predict a cyclist. Like, if a cyclist comes up behind me, do I go left? Do I go right? Because if you start going left and I go left, then you're going to hit me. Like, if you're a cyclist, you're not as quick on your feet as a pedestrian is. It's not a big issue for pedestrians. I'm wearing my my like properly pointy shoes as well, my black pointy ones, and because I've been wearing normal black shoes for the past couple of days and Converse today, I keep kicking the floor, man. This is why they're ruined, damn it. But my logic is I'm going to buy some when I get there. Like, well, they let in water and they're really annoying with the bit at the front. I'm going to be replacing my other shoes, but if I don't buy some other shoes, then my other shoes aren't very good for date night and stuff. So yeah, that's a riddle for you. But yeah, otherwise we're heading to the train. I've got I've got this train once in a question. Did I leave my house with my umbrella? Because I now don't have it. So either I didn't leave with it, part of me was going to, but did I? That's the problem with having it for some of the day and not all of it. God damn. Oh well. It's either in Burger King or it is. No, I didn't have it on the bus. There's no way I had it on the bus. Because I was awkwardly sat down as it was, and I didn't sit down with it at Burger King either because I had to put my 2 bags down. I didn't put anything else down. So I couldn't have left with it, basically. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, this train even. Last time I got on it, there was like no one on it. So it was nice and quiet. And that's my favourite kind of train. Hopefully the same is true today, and there's not like, it's not rammed, or it's a pain to get to your seat and all that kind of crap, because I can't be doing it. Yep, 10 past, so 15 minutes early, GG. But yeah, on the train, I've got a massive amount of coach trip to watch, like a week's worth. So that's 3.5 hours right there, but I've also got some 8 out of 10 cats and that kind of stuff. On the way back, I'll watch like The Apprentice and BBC iPlayer stuff, but I'll use my laptop instead of my Nexus. I guess logically it should be the other way around, because this train is going to be emptier than the next train, but Apprentice was only on last night and it wasn't on when I put my laptop in my bag, so I couldn't have put it on iTunes. So anyway, stuff and things and words. Yeah, but I normally write a blog post and stuff, so that's exciting. I might do that, depends if inspiration comes to mind. Been a long day. It's been a bloody long day. It's been intense at work today because I was trying to get all this stuff finished. I'm really annoyed that I didn't, but like I say, I need to learn some. But yeah, feels weird because it's Friday but it's Thursday. Like, I've got a flexi tomorrow and I haven't had a flexi day in what feels like forever, because normally I have one like once every fortnight, and I'll have one like usually Fridays, but last time I had to have the last Friday of one for a fortnight and the first Monday because of the dentist. Is that true? That's not true. I'm bullshitting, aren't I? Because the last time I had it was last Friday when Sid was here. Was it last Friday? Or the Friday before that? The 17th? 2 Fridays. Yeah, because I've had a Friday between now and then. I'm just on drugs. That's what it is. I'm insane. Got no idea. Wait! I don't bloody know. I just don't know. Can't think how many weeks it's been since I last... Since Sid was here now. Is it 2 weeks or 1 week? It wasn't last week, because last week I filmed my video, but I was going to film my video after he left. So did he leave last week? Oh, he couldn't have done, because this is the first week of the... Oh man. Well, it's 20... No, it was 20 days ago. Well, that's that figured out. You have a low battery as well. Typical. You were fully charged yesterday and this morning. Leeds, and a half an hour delayed, unfortunately. Bit of a pain. We literally got to the second stop, Cheltenham Spa, and a train was stuck in front of us with its brakes locked on. So that delayed us by an hour. We cut up half. I missed my connection to go to the train station right near Laura's house. So I'm now finding a bank to get a taxi. But on the plus side, while I am paying for a taxi, the train was free. It's refunded. It's not bad, is it? I am going to end the video now though, because I'm just going to go to Laura's and probably, like, she's got lectures tomorrow. She's got like a lecture early in the morning, so she is wanting to go to bed. She was annoyed at having to stay up till 11:30 and it's now midnight. So I'm going to end the video now. I've got to get a taxi to her house, which is going to be fun because they're not going to know where it is. I don't really know where it is apart from the postcode, so they better have a sat nav. So, right. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow I will be bringing you exploring around Leeds video, because I'll be on my own for about 2 hours while Laura's in lectures. So I will catch you then.